And first off, I want to explain that the way this Jamf works is that you're going to upload or create a list or a group in Jamf under the settings. So for packages and doc items and computers. Computers you're going to enroll, packages you upload, the doc items you basically create. And you're going to create these lists under settings under the Jamf program, and then in the policies and actions you will use those lists that you've created to send out the policies and the actions to the computers. So the first step is enrolling a computer. The easiest way to do that is all the computers that we've purchased are in Jamf. That is with the token, and so all you have to do is go to that computer and go on the internet and go to https://marin.jamfcloud.com/enroll, and you will then be prompted to put in your username and password if you are an admin in the Jamf console, and it will enroll your computer. The other way is when you reload the OS in a Mac and it starts up, it will automatically enroll at that point in Jamf because it's already been set up by the token from Apple to Jamf. And then the next thing you want to do is to log into Jamf and into the console, which is marinjamfcloud.com, and then you put in your username and your password that you've created. Next, you want to choose in Jamf computers, and we're going to go explain a little here about the computers. There's an inventory, so search inventory, and you can do a new search, or if you just hit the search button at the top, it will show you all the computers that are in Jamf. But you can also do what's called a computer group, which this is the smart group, which is divided up by OSs, and you could create other things such as programs that are on computers. Anything that is a characteristic of a computer, you can create a smart group for, or you can, and you would do new to do it, or you can do a static computer group, and that one you would just make the name of a group and then just add the computers to that group manually. I'm not going to actually go into that at this point. We're going to move on to how to deploy apps from the App Store. So first thing you got to do is make sure that we have the apps ready to be used. I'm going to show you how to use free apps. Purchasing apps would be different. So you're going to log into the School Manager for Apple. This is the address, school.apple.com, and then put in your Apple ID that you've been assigned. Next, this is the opening page. You want to choose Apps and Books. Next, in this box, you want to put in the name of the app you're going to be looking for, and it's going to search. Then below, it's going to give you the results, and you want to click on the app that you see. Make sure that if it's for a Mac, that it is Mac OS and not iOS. Next, you want to choose and assign it to College of Marin. Put in the number of apps you're going to need for, one per computer, and then choose the Get button. Next, you want to go back onto Jamf, and you want to go to Computers again, and this time go to Mac Store Apps. Next, you want to choose New, and in the search box there, you want to put in the name of the app that you just purchased, and it should show up in this result. Then you would choose the Add button. Next, in this general box, you want to make sure to choose, most of the time I've been doing Install Automatically. so that we're not much, especially in a lab situation, doing a self-service. That would be more for staff. Next, you want to make sure to tell it what scope it is, which is basically the computers that are going to be targeted. And so you then choose add, and then you want to choose the computers that you want to add, or you can also do the group. So if you've done a smart static group, you could choose the static group of computers. In the final section tab here under Manage Distribution, you want to make sure that the location is set to School Manager. And then at the bottom, you want to press Save. Next is pushing policies. And I'm just going to show you how to do a policy of Adobe. I can't show you quite all the steps, but I'll get close to there. First thing you want to do is go to the Adobe Admin Console, which is under this address here. Next, you want to sign in, and it will make you do the dual confirmation through MyCom. Once in, there should be, do not have the tab here. I don't know why, but it's missing. It should say Packages. There should be a tab where the orange arrow is pointing that says Packages. You want to click on that and go through the process of making a package for deploying to a machine and not a person. Important, when you make the package and you download it from Adobe, it's in a package. You want to open that package because inside are two packages. One is the build and one is the uninstall. And so you want to make sure just to use the build package inside of that package. Next, you want to go to the settings on Jamf, and you want to choose Packages, which you have to scroll down to see. Inside Packages, you want to go to the New button. Inside there, you want to choose File, and from there you're going to upload the package file that I've just told you about, the build one. It will fill out the display name automatically, so you should not have to fill that out. If it doesn't, then you can do that. Once you have it uploaded, and it has uploaded, it'll confirm with you. Then you can go to New Policy. I think this is a little switched around. It should be Policy first, then New. And next, you want to go to you have to put in the name of the policy that you're creating. This is when it will actually occur, and what I have been using commonly is recurring check-in. That was every 15 minutes for Jamf, and that way the package will get installed as quickly as possible. The next thing is you want to go to Packages, and second, configure the package. In Configure the Package, you should find a list of all the packages that have been uploaded in Settings. So that package you just uploaded should be listed here. You want to find it and then go to the right, find the Add button, and click on the Add button. Inside it, next, you want to do for action is choose Install. And then lastly, again, you have to go to Scope to tell it what computers you want it to install on. So you go to Scope and then Add, find the computers up, and then finally, I don't have it in there, but hit the Save button to save that policy. Next is policies on the dock items to change what dock items appear on each computer. So first, again, we would need to go to Settings, and in Settings, there is a dock item setting. And in that, you're going to find all the dock items. And again, these are set up manually, so you want to hit New. You want to put in a name for your dock item that I believe is what it will be displayed as, or it could be just in Jamf. Next, you want the path, and the path will be very very close to what it says in the parentheses. Local host would be the user that the application folder is in. Then the applications is correct folder, and then the last portion would be the name of the app, and then app, or app. I'm sorry. Also, it should be type. It should be app. You can do folders and files too if you want, but that's a different thing. All right. So next, we're going to go back to policies and choose new. And this time, we're going to go to the doc items section and choose configure. And in configure, you're going to choose add. This is going to be, of course, the list of the doc items that are in the settings. Remember, I kept telling you it's a list that you're compiling in the settings, and then each policy goes in and chooses from that list. So this is the list that we just created. You should find the doc item that you've just created, and you would choose add. And then once you've added it to the policy, it will give you a list such as this. If there's only one, it would be just one item. And then what you can do in the doc for that item. And that's created in this drop-down list. On that drop-down list, your choices are add it to the beginning of the doc. So if the currently is not in the doc, you can add it to the beginning. You can add it to the end of the doc, or if it currently is in the doc, it will remove it from the doc. And then lastly, which all of these policies or actions that I've showed you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Scope, again, you need to go to scope to tell it which computers to affect. So we hit scope, we choose add, and then at the end here, as I was trying to say, make sure that on all of these, when you get finished doing them, that you do hit the save button at the bottom right, so that you are recording all the actions that you're doing in Jamf. So I hope this helps, and thank you for listening.